Hi folks. So in this video we are going to look about what is web development and scope of a web developer and skills required to become a web developer, and is it essential to know all the stuffs to become a web developer, and what will be the annual salary for web developers and the roadmap for a web developer. So first thing is like, what is web development? Web development is nothing but creating a web pages or creating a particular website uh, based on the client's requirements is known as the website web development. See, for example, right now we are into an information age, and also we can just call it as a digital transformation. So everything is based on the digital thing. So in that scenario, if I'm about to start a business, in the sense, definitely I will be looking into the online platform. So online platform, in the sense, initially I need a website to enhance my business and to get a number of customers for my particular business. So for that, everyone will be focusing only on the website at the initial phase. So next is like, what are the types of web development? There are three types of web development, and first is like front end developer. So who is called as a front end developer? So for example, the UI, the user interface, whatever we look right now, is called as a front end. See, for example, here we got an arc and it is been in the red, pinkish in color, and this side, if you take on the right hand side, it is in the green color, and the font families, font styles, also with the font color and the background color, everything falls under the front end development. It is created with the help of HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. And next part is like backend developer. Backend developer, you can just choose PHP, Java, or advanced Java, or even with Python. So if this is called as backend development. And what is full stack development? In the sense, combination of both front end and the backend is called as an full stack developer. So they will be looking into front end as well and the back end as well with the database. So this is the three types of web development. And first thing is like, what is the scope of a web developer? Okay, see, for example, right now you have learned all the things you want to become a web developer. So what will be the scope of a web developer? So the scope, in the sense, initially you need to start your career with a startup company or with an MNCs and all, and post that, once you gain particular experience, in number of months of experience, in the sense, definitely you can move into a freelancer. So freelancer is nothing but you can just simultaneously work into a company perspective, and you can just take other clients from the outside, and you can just start your career. And post that, once you get somewhere around 5 to 6 years of experience, definitely you can start up your own startup company by using web development. So this is the main key advantage of a web developer. So next is like, how to become a web developer, and what are the skills required to become a web developer. First and foremost, you need to know is like HTML. HTML is nothing but hypertext markup language, which is also called as a skeleton of the particular website. And next comes the CSS. CSS is nothing but cascading style sheet. So CSS is nothing, we can just design background image and the border boxing for the particular forms, and for a table and rest of the things. And next comes the Bootstrap. Bootstrap is nothing but a first mobile friendly website. See, for example, if you are creating a website for this particular desktop, in the sense, it should be compatible with the mobile devices as well. So for that, we will be using Bootstraps. And next is the JavaScript. JavaScript is nothing but a client side validation. So client side validation, in the sense, whether the email ID contains at the rate and dot symbol and password and confirm password is matching, and rest of the things will be calculated in JavaScript. So next is like, whether it is essential to know all the stuffs. Obviously, you should know all the stuffs. For example, HTML, JavaScript, CSS, Bootstraps, Angular or AngularJS, PHP, and MySQL. You need to know all the stuffs to become a web developer. Either you can just choose Angular or a React.js. So next is like annual salary for a web developer. So what will be the annual salary? In the sense, approximately it is somewhere falling around 3,08,000 per year. So this is the average salary for web developers in India. So next is like, how to become a web developer. So first thing is like front end, in the sense, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and front end technology. For example, I can just take Bootstraps, AngularJS, or a React.js, and SQL. For backend, I can, for database, I can just choose SQL, and the backend, I can just choose PHP and Python. So this is the roadmap to become a web developer. So, and the main thing place here is like your project. This will be showcasing your talent and your creativity, all your analytical skills, everything will be showcased just by doing a project. So here what we follow is like at Hedgex, we follow like once the topic of HTML and CSS is covered, you will be building your basic website. So next, after that, once the Bootstrap and JavaScript has been completed, you will be implementing all the Bootstrap and JavaScript concepts into your basic website, and so that it will be becoming a bit higher end website model. And post that, AngularJS, you will be implementing all the concepts from AngularJS so that it will be bit interactive in the sense, by using one-way binding or two-way binding, in the sense it will be more interactive. Or else for e-commerce website, you can just implement AngularJS and all. And post that, you will be learning MySQL and PHP. In MySQL and PHP, you will be looking into connectivity of a database to a front end. So that will be done with the carried out with the help of PHP. So finally, you are ready to go and ready to attend an interview. So once you attend an interview, in the sense, definitely they are going to ask about your project and what is the project you have done, and they will be asking you to explain about your project and blah 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 stuffs. So once your project has been done, then it will be clear. So thank you guys.